Well, now that Benedict Cumberbatch is in a Marvel property, I say let's let him just grab a lightsaber and jump onto a Star Wars film. I mean, why not? It's all connected by Disney anyway. Sounds pretty logical to me. So Doctor Strange is the newest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's certainly the most different too. This story surrounds the character of Dr. Stephen Strange. This guy's a genius-level surgeon, and one day he loses the ability to use his hands, and his life starts to go into a downward spiral until he learns about a place where he could possibly be cured. And after meeting with the Ancient One, played by Tilda Swinton, he finds out that there may be more to this world than he originally believed. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Before going to see this movie, I had no idea who Stephen Strange was, but now I'm glad that I do. He's pretty much what happens if you take Tony Stark and Sherlock Holmes and put them into one body. And I couldn't think of a better actor to play him than Benedict Cumberbatch. But Cumberbatch wasn't the only actor bringing his A-game. He had a very cool juxtaposition with Chiwetel Ejiofor's character. Because Chiwetel Ejiofor in this movie was very humble and also very stubborn, but Stephen Strange was very arrogant and very stubborn, and when those two came together, it created a chemistry that was almost brotherly, and it was very entertaining to see. Now, if there's one person I have to tip my hat off to, it is Tilda Swinton in this movie as the Ancient One. You look up awesome in the dictionary now, and you will see a picture of Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One. She brought a certain amount of humanity and a certain amount of intensity that was so great to see on screen. And whenever her and Cumberbatch were in a scene together at the same time, besides the acting in this movie, the magic, oh my gosh. There were some scenes in this movie where my mouth actually hit the floor. There was a scene in particular that completely reminded me of the dream sequence between Ellen Page and Leonardo DiCaprio in Inception. It was that visually awesome. And magic is like that throughout the entirety of this movie. Now we have to talk about the one negative that every Marvel film seems to have had ever since Loki went away, and that is with their villains. Guys, most of the time with Marvel, they've been evil guys doing evil things for the sake of being evil, with no backstory, no rhyme or reason for why they're doing what they're doing. You know, I was excited when I heard that Mads Mikkelsen was going to be the villain in this film, because we all loved him in Casino Royale, and we all know he's a fantastic actor, so it would have been possible that he could have been the next Loki for us when it came to Marvel. But unfortunately, that's not what we got. Mads Mikkelsen pops up on the scene, and he's an evil guy doing evil things for the sake of being evil. And another thing I want to talk about is the editing, because for the most part, the editing in this film, it flowed very smoothly. It was very, very good. But there was a certain point when Stephen Strange was actually training, where it feels like 2 months of training went by, and we never saw anything. We see that he becomes more proficient in what he's learning, but we never see how he got to that point. But honestly, guys, I understand that the villain was super weak, and there were a couple of spots where I would have liked them to have been patched up and cleaned up. But this is a great new chapter to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I am so glad that Benedict Cumberbatch gets to be the one to lead this new chapter. The performances were all really great, and Tilda Swinton by far was my favorite performance of the entire group. And the magic was beautiful, it was breathtaking, it was powerful, it was destructive. Guys, go see this movie as soon as you can. It's worth the watch. And if you've already seen the movie, leave a comment down below telling me what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Tell me why you liked it or didn't like it. And if you want to see more and you like what I had to say, then click right there to become part of the fray of nerds who love cinema. You all have a fantastic day.